Listen this problem. So here we have 5 identical plates. Those are arranged as in figure with the same gap, and we have 2 terminal points A and B. The potential difference maintained at these 2 points is V0. Then charges on these plates, individual plates. So first here we need to understand that how many capacitors can be formed by these 5 plates. So let us see this figure. Now the combination of these 2 can form one capacitor, combination of these 2 another capacitor, these 2 and these 2. So it means 5 plates can form 4 capacitors. To know the charge on individual plates, we should arrange those 5 capacitors in order, in proper way. So I'll draw its equivalent circuit diagram here. So I'll take these 2 points with some gap A and B. These are the terminal points A, B. Look at this. Here this A plate is directly connected to terminal A. Connect that 4th plate to terminal A. This 4th plate can contribute for these 2 capacitors. It can form 2 capacitors with 5th plate and 3rd plate. First let us take this. This is the 4th plate I have drawn here. This is connected to terminal A and it forms a capacitor with the 5th plate. And it also forms one more capacitor with the 3rd plate. Same 4th plate you can draw here. This is the 4th plate. It forms another capacitor with 3rd plate. This is the 3rd plate. This 3rd plate is directly connected to B terminal. You can connect this to this terminal point B. Now look at this. This 5th plate is connected to 2nd plate. Now connect this 5th plate to 2nd plate. Look at this. This 2nd plate can contribute for 2 capacitors, this and this. So I'll first draw this capacitor. This capacitor is formed with 2nd plate and 1st plate. Already we have drawn here 2nd plate and 1st plate. This 1st plate is connected to terminal point B. Clear? Right. Now this is the one capacitor formed by 2nd plate. It also contributes for one more capacitor with this 3rd plate. This is the 2nd plate and it forms another capacitor with 3rd plate. This is the plate 3. This plate 3 connected to terminal point B. You can connect it here. So this is the equivalent circuit diagram. So all capacitors are identical. So this is C, 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 C. But they said potential difference maintained between these 2 points is V0. Here up to this B point from A, potential drop is V0. So means here potential difference is V0, here also V0. Right? Now you can write the charge on this capacitor directly. I'll write the charge on this capacitor directly. What is the charge on this capacitor? I'll write here Q equal to CV, C capacitance and potential difference V0. Charge on this capacitor is CV0. So for this combination, to know the charges on these individual capacitors, I'll draw that upper branch here again. So let us draw this branch. This capacitor is C and this is C, C. Both are in parallel. So combination value is 2C. This is the terminal point B, this is A. Now look at this. Up to here, what is the potential difference V naught. This V naught is distributed to these two capacitors, so that both are these two are in series. So series means based on this equation, potential difference across the capacitor Q by C. Q is same for these two, they can store same charge. That is why we can write the potential is inversely proportional to C. It means more potential drop takes place here than this. That potential drop at C is twice the potential drop at 2C. So let us take potential here is V, then here it becomes 2V. That combination is equal to what? V naught. So 2V plus V is equal to V naught. Simply 3V equal to V naught. That V is equal to V naught by 3. Means this is V naught by 3, this is 2V naught by 3. So you can understand here we got up to from here to here the potential difference is V naught by 3. Now this potential difference is 2V naught by 3. Now you can see this. Here charge on this capacitor you can write now. Charge on this capacitor is Q equal to, charge on this capacitor is capacitance of this and this potential difference, that is V naught by 3. And charge on this capacitor I will write here, that is also same as this C V naught by 3. And charge on this capacitor is, I will write here Q equal to its capacitance, this potential difference is 2V naught by 3, so 2V naught by 3. So we have written the charges on these individual capacitors, but they have asked to find the charges on those individual plates, not on capacitors. So look at this diagram. You can see the charge on first plate. That first plate only contributes for one capacitor. The charge on this capacitor is only what? The charge on first plate. That is what? C V naught by 3. Charge on second plate. Second plate contributes for two capacitors, this and this. So here CV naught by 3, here also CV naught by 3. The charge on second plate is this plus this. It gives 2CV naught by 3. Now charge on third plate. Third plate also contributes for two capacitors, this and this. Here the charge is CV naught. Here the charge on same third plate due to this capacitor is CV naught by 3. It gives 2 by 3 CV naught. Now charge on fourth plate. Charge on fourth plate. Fourth plate also contributes for two capacitors, this and this. So total charge on fourth plate is this plus this, that is CV naught plus 2 by 3 CV naught. It gives 5 by 3 CV naught. This is Q4. Now charge on fifth plate. Fifth plate only contributes for this capacitor only. So directly you can write fifth plate. Charge on fifth plate is 2 by 3 CV naught. So these are the charges on